All right, in this video, we're going to talk about some really cool things, 2 things that we use for our business and 2 things that you really should be using in your business. One of them you might have, or the other one you might have, but maybe you just haven't connected the 2. So that's what we're talking about this time. We're talking about how to connect and use ThriveCart with chatbots. That's what we're doing in this video right now. All right, so what the heck are chatbots? Why are they cool? And how can you combine them and actually make them talk to a checkout page like ThriveCart? So why are we going to combine these things in the first place? So the very first thing is that it's an opportunity for you to grow an owned audience. So just like an email list where you can follow up with people, you can now do that with chatbots, and you can sync that up with your ThriveCart checkout page. We talk a lot about owned audiences over on our other website at evergreenprofits.com, so check it out there if you want to read a whole bunch of stuff about chatbots. Second thing is that you can actually follow up with people now after you purchase or after they purchase through your ThriveCart checkout page. So you sync that up with your chatbot. In this video, I'm going to tell you a few different ways you can actually do that, very specific ways you can implement this today in your business using ThriveCart and our favorite app for chatbots. I'll tell you what that is in a second. You can also increase your conversion rate on your checkout page by just embedding your chatbots inside of there and then using some of these different tools that chatbots allow you to do. And then you'll be able to boost those conversions immediately, because you can basically answer objections and questions from your customers or potential customers right there immediately. So you'll also be able to capture people before they leave the checkout page forever. So the whole abandonment cart, there's a lot of emails you could do already in ThriveCart, but now with this, you can actually put a second layer there that prevents people from leaving, and now you can follow up with them and kind of basically try to answer any objections and then close that sale manually or with some follow-ups. You can also automate follow-ups. That's a huge thing. So just like an email list, you can now follow up with people using chatbots with tags, automations, and all that kind of stuff, all these different triggers. Another thing is you can increase happiness of your customers by following up, asking questions. Your customer service is basically roped into this whole chatbot thing. So it becomes really simple for you to follow up with your customers that way. And then obviously you're going to increase your ROI because you could follow up better, you could sell more, and you can upsell more with people later. So obviously ThriveCart, you can already upsell people immediately right after the purchase. But sometimes people just aren't ready to purchase again, a higher level product right then and there. They might need a week or so to go through the course. So chatbots give you the ability to actually follow up with people maybe right after the purchase, but also a week later, a month later, 6 months later, whatever it might be. Now you have the ability to actually automate that, and you can then upsell people that way. So it's super cool, extremely powerful. But now we beg the question, how the heck does ThriveCart fit into this thing? So how can you use this with ThriveCart? Really cool is that there's so many dang ways to do this, and it's extremely simple. Okay, thing number 1 that you're going to want to do is go over to minichat.com. Page is going to look something like this, and you can actually sign up for free. There's a free tier, and there's also a very low cost tier. I believe it's about $10 a month. It's definitely a no-brainer to go with the pro version, especially if you're going to do some damage, if you want to use all their growth tools and different things that we're going to talk about, unlimited tags, custom fields, all sorts of cool stuff. So basically, MiniChat is our tool that we use for anything chatbot related. So step 1 is to go to MiniChat right now and go sign up. Now, the second thing is to embed a code into ThriveCart from MiniChat. So let me show you how to do that. All right, so when you get into MiniChat, into your account, you're going to go on the left side to Growth Tools, and you're not going to have a list of things here. These are all of our growth tools, but you can go and create a brand new one on the top right, and you're going to see a whole bunch of options. Let's just select the slide-in option for this example. But what you want to do is create your copy, all that stuff right here. You can see how it just slid in there. Once you're done with that, and by the way, in a couple seconds, a couple minutes, we're going to give you some copy and some different ways to specifically use slide-ins, bars, pop-ups, all that kind of stuff. So let's assume that you have this all done. The next step is to obviously you want to save it, And let's go over to the Setup tab. And basically, all you're going to do is click Install JavaScript. You're going to put your approved website, and you're going to install this snippet. So we're just going to copy that to the clipboard, and then we're going to head on over to our ThriveCart checkout pages. Okay, so once you click into one of your products inside of ThriveCart, you just want to go to your Customers tab right up here, and then not behavior rules, but we want to go to tracking. So basically where you want to paste your code is somewhere on your checkout page. So the whole point of this thing is that we want to have our chatbots right here somehow pop up on our ThriveCart checkout page. That's the whole point of this whole thing. This is where you do it inside of here under your specific product, customers, tracking, and then paste tracking code to add only on your checkout page. That's where you want to plug it in right there. Okay, so the third step you want to do is go over to your integrations tab. So you want to go to settings, integrations. What you want to do is connect Zapier to your ThriveCart if you haven't already. So basically you just want to click this button, get started. And once this loads up, you're going to see either if you haven't connected it yet, it's going to be an orange page at Zapier, or if you have already connected it, it should look like this. So that's step 3. Now, step 4 is when you want to get into Zapier right here and actually connect ManyChat. So what we're going to do is click that button. I'm just going to do this very quickly and say any purchase, save and continue. We're going to go to this little add button right down here. You can obviously customize things, save and continue, and you can really, dial some stuff in here. But just for the sake of this video, we're going to go to this plus sign on the left-hand side, and then we're going to see it right here. If you don't see this in your apps section for Zapier, just type in ManyChat, and boom, there it is. And there we are. So now you immediately will have access to all sorts of different options that ManyChat and Zapier and ThriveCart allow you to do, where they're all connected together. This is how you do it. Basically, now you have the option to subscribe user to any sequence, send a text message to user through ManyChat, and or you can actually create a tag for that user. And just looking back on this, it's all linear the way you set this up. It's all triggered by something you set right here. So for instance, right now we have it as any purchase inside of our ThriveCart account will basically trigger ManyChat to then add that user to a tag of our choosing. So we can then do that, click save and continue, and then add whatever tag that is. And then that goes into our ManyChat tool itself, and we'll add that person to our audience with that tag. I know that was kind of a long explanation, but it should be pretty simple if you just follow this linear progression right here. It's all done. We like to call these our kind of Zapier recipes. So they're super cool. So those are the 4 steps, is to first sign up to ManyChat. Second, you want to go over to embed that ManyChat thing, so that ManyChat code that we grabbed right here, the JavaScript, put that into our product over on ThriveCart now. And then the last thing is to integrate Zapier with your ThriveCart if you haven't done that already, and then start adding that recipe where you set up some kind of trigger up on top and then an action, which that action is going to be ManyChat. Those are your 4 steps. Now, very quickly, let's get into some specifics of ways on how to actually use this. So the first way we like to use chatbots with ThriveCart is to embed an exit intent pop-up that pops up on our checkout pages if someone is trying to leave without purchasing. So an example thing that we would use is this pop-up. You see it on the screen here. And this basically goes if anyone tries to exit out of the page by hitting the back button, the close button, or any kind of thing with their cursor if they're moving off the screen. That's an exit intent. And what we're having this do is we're using ManyChat's growth tool that's basically called the pop-up, or modal is what they call it. And it's an exit intent script. So we're triggering it on exit intent, and then we're putting this message in front of them. Before you leave, did you have any questions? Shoot us a message on Facebook and let us answer your last minute questions. Now, this one tool alone is bringing us in a boatload of people into ManyChat. But the beautiful thing is that this allows us to start a live communication, a live chat with these people so we can answer their questions on the spot and then close the deal pretty much immediately. And if not, then they come back or we have them on a list and then we can follow up with them later. So this is our number one conversion rate booster, and it's also an abandoned cart saver. So that is the purpose of that tactic right there. Now, the second thing is you can actually embed a slide in on your checkout page that says something like, have a question? Shoot us a message right here inside of Facebook. And then basically in that slide in, you have that button where they can have a click to basically message you. That's going to fire up Facebook Messenger, and then they can ask whatever question they might have. This is similar as an exit intent, but this one is actually seen on page, as in the corner as that slide in, as you've seen with other, live chat features and apps and stuff. So this is more of a conversion rate booster and an objection squasher, we like to call it, just for the fact that they can ask a question immediately, get that answer, and then they can purchase while they're still on the screen there. Now, the third thing, and it's very similar to that slide in, but you can actually add a bar across the top of your checkout page, basically saying the same thing. Do you have a question? Shoot us a message right here inside of Facebook, and we'll answer it for you. So that bar, instead of being the slide in, it's going to be on the top of the page. That's embedded right there on your ThriveCart checkout page, which is super cool. Again, that's a conversion rate booster and an objection squasher. So I would recommend only using either the slide in or the bar. You don't want to use both. It's going to look a little cheesy. You're going to be bombarding them. Really just do one or the other. But you can have that exit intent option we had above, or before, and use one of these two tools. That's pretty much what we use across the board. It works amazingly well. So the fourth thing you can try is to integrate Zapier with ManyChat, like we showed you earlier, and then just use some of those basic options. So I'm in ManyChat again right here. Actually, sorry, we're not in ManyChat. We're in Zapier right now. So you get to here from going to ThriveCart, Zapier, get started, and then it pulls up these recipes. So very, very simply, once you have this integrated and you have whatever trigger you want, and again, you can always go back over here. It's very simple. You can do any purchase, or you could do specific product triggers and then kind of, specify which products are being ordered and then applying some kind of mini chat action to them. So when you choose an action, you can see the three things that you can create. So you can create a user in a specific sequence. So then ManyChat can follow up with folks immediately after purchase. These are ways to ask if, hey, did you have any kind of help or anything like that? Or did you have any questions, that is? Do you want some personal assistance maybe done for you? That could be a potential upsell, or maybe it's coaching, or just check in with them maybe a week or a month down the line. You can automate all that stuff inside of ManyChat. So it's super simple. Just get a little creative with it. The other thing is you can fire off a text message to people. And one of our ways that we can actually use this specifically is you can deliver maybe some kind of freebie that goes along with your purchase, or maybe just the purchase themselves. So let's just think really quick. If someone were to purchase through your ThriveCart page, they're always going to get redirected or somehow pushed into a product that they purchased. You're going to deliver the product. Now, what you can do here is you can actually have ManyChat remind them of where to go to access that product just by doing this right here. So saying, send a message to a user after purchase using ThriveCart. But now you could say, hey, just checking in with you. Did you actually go check your email, or were you able to log in and, get in no problem? Do you have any questions? And just that extra touch is going to help people just gain a lot more trust with you. You're probably going to reduce refunds with that. You're going to get a lot less questions to your support desk if you automate things like that. So it's a time saver, money saver, and it's a happiness grower. So it's good stuff. And, and obviously the very last thing is you can tag users inside of ManyChat. There's a bunch of tags that you can do for more automations, follow-ups, and stuff like that. And of course, you don't have to just select one of these. It's one thing at a time. But like I said earlier, it's recipes. You could basically add another one. You could string up different actions. So maybe there's this one. Then you could string up another one down here with mini chat. Let's send a message to this guy. So you could see this one, you have this action, then you have this action, maybe a third action down here. Those are all the different options. Super cool stuff. I mean, that's a lot for you to bite, to chew on already with chatbots and then checkout pages with ThriveCart. So go give it a shot. Again, mini chat is super cheap. It's either free or very inexpensive, $10 a month ish. And you already have ThriveCart. And if you don't have ThriveCart, definitely sign up. Now's the time to do it. Get it from getthrivecart.com. You're always going to get the best bonuses. You're going to get the best training. We do videos like this almost weekly or more. And we got a bunch of people in our private community to help you out. So go get it now at getthrivecart.com. You're not going to second guess yourself. You're just going to start making more money. It's good stuff. All right. Thanks for watching. I'm Joe Fear from getthrivecart.com and evergreenprofits.com, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.